All right, here we go. First part of your 4-2 notes. And so some basic function operations. And what we're doing is we know what a function is. We know f of x. And now we're going to take a second function, g of x, and we're just going to add their ranges, their output together. So the sum of functions, f plus g of x, well, that really, it means that you're going to get f of x and add that to g of x. Um, yeah, difference of functions is the opposite of that. So f minus g of x, that notation really means f of x minus g of x. Product of functions, so f times g of x, this notation again really means f of x times g of x. So you would plug x into the f function, get your output, plug x into the g function, get your output, and then multiply those two outputs together. Last one is going to be our quotient functions. So f divided by g of x means f of x, get that output, divided by g of x. And then as long as, since g of x is down here in the denominator, as long as g of x doesn't equal 0. So you may think, just back to just kind of some basic arithmetic here, but 3 plus 2, if I'm adding that, that's going to be the same thing always as 2 plus 3. And so whether it's f of x plus g of x, that'll be the same as g of x plus f of x. However, if we're subtracting 3 minus 2, that is not the same thing as 2 minus 3. These are not equal. This will give you 1, and this will give you negative 1. So f of x minus g of x is not the same thing as g of x minus f of x. Product functions, let's stick with 2 and 3. 2 times 3, or 3 times 2, is the same thing as 3 times 2. So our product functions, when you get f of x and you multiply that by g of x, that'll be the same as g of x times f of x. However, divided, notice that dividing is not going to be the same. 3 divided by 2 is not equal to 2 divided by 3, and so same thing here. The f of x divided by g of x is not equal to g of x divided by f of x. All right, and we'll get through some example of these in the next few videos. Hope this helps.